Hello my friends, how are you? I hope you are doing great. Welcome to another YouTube video. As usual my friends, in every morning, these videos they consist of reviewing Anki Flashcard. And this is what we will be doing in today's English video. This video it is not an exception. So let's dive into it my friend. We're gonna start with the expression make short of something. It is an interesting uh, it is an interesting word. So we can unpack or unfold how we can use this word in our daily life by providing to my teacher the meaning and also trying to incorporate the word into some sentences. This, my friends, usually improve my ability to use the word effortlessly and naturally when I'm talking to other people. So I'm not pausing, I just regurgitate or recall the word effortlessly, because I have already practiced the word efficiently through role-play scenarios and sentences. So I highly recommend, my friend, that you should not review the words in the Anki flashcard passively, but rather you must review them actively by using the word in sentences and also in discussion, and you will be really amazed and astonished by the way you will be using the word naturally. So let's dive into it. Hello teacher, how are you? I hope you are doing great. I'm going to review some Anki flashcard and as usual we're gonna follow the same sequence or the same set of steps. What do you think about my use of the word set of steps to mean the same strategy, which is provide you with the meaning along with some sentences, and then we're gonna jump into a role play scenario that's gonna, where you're gonna keep me on my toes.
Your use of set of steps is perfectly clear. It works well to describe a structured approach or strategy. Two synonyms could be sequence of actions or series of phases. As for a related idiomatic expression, you might say follow a game plan. Ready when you are to dive into those cards.
Okay, we're gonna start with the first expression, which is made short work of something. Making short work of something, it means to finish a task quickly or easily. For example, I can say that I can make short work of this project by harnessing or leveraging the power of AI. Another
Your
sentence using make short work of something, I can say that now with the rise of AI, writing code, AI has really lowered the barrier of writing code. But the majority of people are using the AI, they do that blindly or without even understanding the code. I don't know, I'm uncertain about my use of the word blindly, which means they are just mindlessly copying and pasting the code. And at some point, their app crashes or their app gets wrecked, and they become clueless, and they are unable to even dig to the root of the problem, because all what they have been doing is copying and passing. So at first the application it will seem to be working properly, nothing happens, but when like through the time, I think the app crashes through the test of time. Yeah, this expression, the test of time, it is really great, which means that results will reveal through the time. So we should really not make short work of a project by copy and pasting the code from the AI, but we should really have a thorough understanding of this code before passing it. And I have really, I'm not saying that theoretically, I've experienced it. So when you understand code before passing it, when an error suddenly arises, you are able to spot the error or the bug and fix it easily and smoothly. In contrast, if you just copy and paste the code without a good understanding or without wrapping your head around it, you will like your app it will be bombarded with errors that you will feel stuck because you will not be able to spot it or find it. It is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. What do you think, teacher, about my use of making short work of something to mean finishing task easily or quickly?
Your usage was spot on. Make short work of something does indeed mean to complete something quickly or efficiently. You nailed it in your context about AI and coding. As for blindly, you used it correctly too, meaning doing something without careful thought. Keep that thoughtful approach.
Thank you very much, teacher. I really appreciate your help. Is the correction that you provided me? I think I will rephrase that. Are you sure that this is the only mistake that I have committed in the sentences that I have cooked up?
Your sentences were actually well structured overall. The only minor area I'd tweak is when you said the app gets wrecked. You could just say the app crashes for clarity and tone. But overall, it was solid. Keep up
Uh,
the thoughtful reflections.
Thank you very much, teacher. I'm very glad because this were the only mistake that I have committed while crafting these sentences. Now we're gonna jump into role play scenario, and as usual, teacher, the structure that I would like from you to follow or to apply in this role play scenario is whenever I play my role, you're gonna correct my mistake, provide me with some feedback, and then jump straight away to your role, and like that we'll keep the conversation authentic and flowing naturally.
That sounds great. I'm ready to jump into character whenever you are. Just set the scene for me. What's our scenario or context for this one?
No, actually, teacher, it's you who gonna set the scene, not me, because usually you came up with really great roleplay scenarios, creative ones.
Ah, fair point. Let's imagine you're a team leader in a tech company. I'm a new developer, and we're discussing how to tackle a complex software bug. You'll guide me through the approach while using today's target expression naturally.
Yeah, so let's start. You can start first. And are you sure that this expression will enable me to wave in or incorporate naturally the word make short work of something?
Absolutely. The scenario is all about problem solving, and when you explain how we should efficiently handle the bug, or how we shouldn't rush it, you'll find a natural way to bring it in. Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go. You can start, teacher. Yeah, I'm sure that when I will be explaining to you how we can find the bug easily and quickly and without costing us a lot of time, by doing that, I will wave in the word make short of something. So you can start first.
All right, so I've been stuck trying to debug this issue. Could you walk me through how you'd approach finding the root cause without us getting bogged down too long on it?
Yeah, this is a really great question because the majority of beginners they struggle with spotting bugs, and it is a hurdle for them. Uh, so all you have to do is just to make short work of finding a bug. All you have to do is just to check the log. And the most interesting way, as you know, as you might have noticed, it is the log is cluttered with a huge amount of information that might be useless or unnecessary for finding your bugs. All you have to do is just to configure your app to log just the bugs or the debug mode, and like that you will get relevant or valuable information that will help you to spot the bug and wait and dig deeper to its root, and like that we'll make short of it. If you have some further question, don't hesitate, you can come into your office and I'm glad to help you.
You did a great job weaving in the expression. One note, instead of to check the log, since it's general, you could say analyze the logs. Everything else flowed naturally. Now let me step into my role. Thanks for that guidance. I'll start by narrowing down the logs as you suggested. Hopefully, we'll make short work of this bug together.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's gonna work because like that how I make short work of finding bugs. It is really fair what you are experiencing right now as in your beginner stage, but I'm sure that with experience you will be able to make short work of these bugs and you will find them much more easily and smoothly without being frustrated. And harnessing the power of the AI, it is one of the greatest way to make short work of these bugs because all you have to do is just to provide your code to the AI, and the AI, as you know, one of its greatest skills is to wade through the code and inspect the syntax and everything, and like that it might provide some suggestions or of where the bug is happening in the first place.
That was clear. Just a small tweak: instead of wait through the code, you could say sift through the code. Otherwise, your explanation was solid. Now, from my side, I appreciate the encouragement. I'll start collaborating with the AI, and soon I'll be making short work of bugs like a pro.
Great. So, teacher, thank you very much for this roleplay scenario. It had really enabled me to wave in the word naturally. And teacher, I would like from you to add into your memory is that when you step into your role and you respond naturally, I would like from you then to prompt me with a question or thought-provoking question or something like that that will enable me to keep to stay on my toes and to keep practicing speaking naturally, like some unexpected question that are related to the role play that we are practicing. So add this into your memory. And what do you think about this strategy?
I think that's a fantastic strategy. Adding a little twist or challenge will definitely keep you thinking on your feet. I've noted it down, so next time, expect a fun curveball question.
So my friends, now I have really wrapped my head around the expression making a short work of something to mean finishing a task very quickly and efficiently without costing us a lot of time. Now I will jump now we'll show the answer. Uh, Here is a person, my friend, who is tackling his task as he's taking every task that he finishes, and he seems very delighted because he's tackling his tasks one after the other very quickly. Okay, my friend, I will read the sentences. I will go through the sentences and the meaning, and I'll get back to you. As I have a good understanding of this word, I think I will pick the easy option, and then I will be exposed to the word until 2 months. Uh, that's it. Okay, my friends, now let's jump into another word, which is expelled. Okay, teacher, now let's switch the gears into another word, which is expelled. I think the meaning of the word expelled, which is to fire a person from a school or a job due to misbehaving or his laziness. For example, I can say that the majority of the best leaders or the people who had made an exponential or a high fortune, they were expelled from college and schools. Another sentence, I'm not stereotyping or generalizing, but for example, the founder of Apple, I don't know his name, Steve Jobs, I think that his name. Uh, he was not actually expelled, I apologize, but he's a college dropout. Another sentence using expelled, I can say that the majority of the people in today's AI era, they get expelled from their jobs. Unfortunately, we're gonna witness that year after year, especially if their jobs is not involving creativity or problem solving. Their job it will be automated easily by the AI, and their employers, uh, in order to cut costs and increase their profit, they will embrace the AI without hesitation because it doesn't get exhausted, doesn't complain, and it does the work efficiently, and it make short work for it. For that reason, I think to avoid or to dodge being expelled from our work, we must remain adaptable and acquire new skills. That is the best thing to do to thrive in today's era. Now, teacher, I would like from you to enhance my sentences that I provided to you using the word expel. Then we can jump into a role play scenario.
Your sentences are already thoughtful, so let's just refine them a bit. For the first, you could say, many visionary leaders who built immense fortunes were expelled from school at some point. In your second, you could say, I'm not generalizing, but take Steve Jobs. Though he wasn't expelled, he did drop out of college. Finally, You could say, in today's AI era, some workers risk being expelled from their jobs if their roles lack creativity, making adaptability key to thriving. Once you're happy, we'll dive into another role play.
Yeah, we can now dive into roleplay to increase my understanding of this word.
Let's set the stage. Imagine you're a senior student rep and I'm a younger student who's struggling with discipline. We're having a conversation about making better choices to avoid consequences like being expelled. You take the lead guiding me. Ready when you are.
I'm ready, teacher. You can start first.
All right. I've been skipping classes and not following the rules lately. I've heard some people end up expelled. Can you help me understand why it's important to get back on track?
Yeah, it is important to get back on track, and you need to get a grip with reality. Not to get a grip with reality, or just to face the reality that if you keep skipping schools and if you remain lazy, being expelled is a foregone conclusion. And I'm sure that if you get expelled, you will be like a boat without a rudder. You would not know which career to pursue or what to do, because at least being in a college, you are acquiring some skills, even if they are a bit meaningless. You are at you are at least going and having a good time in a place. For that reason, I think you need to commit yourself into going to the school, and like that, you will dodge being expelled. What do you think about my use of the word dodge being expelled? And another thing, teacher, I've already asked you in previous conversation that when you are stepping into your character, you should not use the word that I'm currently reviewing, but it is my role to use it.
You're absolutely right. I appreciate the reminder. In terms of your sentence, it was good. Instead of a bit meaningless, you might say, even if some subjects feel less relevant. And your use of dodge being expelled works well. Very natural. Now, to keep you on your toes, if you had 1 week left before facing a tough consequence at school, what's the first thing you'd do to turn things around?
Please, can you step back into your character and keep the conversation going? Let's stick into this role play.
Of course. If I had 1 week left, I think I'd reach out for help. Maybe to someone like you, so I could figure out a plan to catch up and show I'm serious. What would you advise me to focus on first if I need to prove I'm committed to staying?
Yeah, so some of the best strategies that will enable you to exhibit or to display that you have really become interested on school. Uh, that so the your teacher, I keep using the this filler word so numerous times. I would like from you to provide me with a synonym for it and how to avoid using it every now and then. Some of the best strategies that will enable your teachers to empathize with you and to give you good grades, even though you have been skipping school all throughout the days, and to avoid being expelled, is to start working hard since today, like giving your teachers some research and some work that they haven't even asked about it, uh, sitting in the first row. If you do that, I'm sure that you're gonna be sending a signal to the teacher that you have taken a grip of yourself and you have started treating school very seriously.
You did great. For the filler, you often use so. A synonym could be thus or therefore, though it's fine to sometimes omit it entirely for brevity. In conversation, pausing can replace it. Now for the role. That's really motivating. I'll start working hard right away. Do you think it's too late to earn back trust, or can I turn this around fully?
No, I think you can turn this around and make if you apply those changes, you will be able to make up all the time that you have wasted.
I'm glad to hear that. I'll give it my best shot. Thanks for believing I can turn it around. Now I'll toss it back to you. What's one thing you think people should do to stay adaptable, especially in a world that's changing so fast?
Yeah, I think I'm currently listening to a great podcast in that hosted the the CEO of Uber, and during this podcast they have discussed how AI it will shape our community and how AI it will shape the world. And the host of the podcast he had asked a really well crafted question to the Uber of CEO, and I encourage you, my friend, all to go and give a listen to this podcast. He told them that the only thing you can do is to work hard. And if my children ask me about what to do in this AI sphere, I would tell them just to work hard. This is the only thing that they have within their control. And like that, instead of failing or sinking or getting expelled from their jobs, they will thrive, they will remain adaptable. But in contrast, they will harness the AI to empower them and to boost their productivity rather than making them obsolete.
You summarized that well. Just a note, the Uber of CEO should be the CEO of Uber. Everything else sounded natural. And I love the message. Harnessing AI rather than fearing it is key. Now, if you were to explain that advice to a friend who's skeptical about AI, how would you convince them?
I think I would tell them the same thing, and I'm sure that they will be a bit skeptical because I think they are familiar with using the AI, and it is tackling all of their job. For that reason, they think that it might take their jobs. But what they don't know is that AI it requires someone who will orchestrate it or shepherd it or guide it. Because without this person, the AI it will just be providing us with irrelevant results or code that is full of bugs if it is not inspected by a skillful software engineer. So thank you, teacher. It was a great roleplay scenario. And now we have a good understanding of the word expelled. We can jump into another one.
I'm really glad this was helpful. You're doing great weaving these words into thoughtful discussions. Whenever you're ready for the next word or any scenario, I'm here to keep us rolling.
Okay, my friends, now we'll show the answer. Here we have a student who seemed very sad and sorrow because I think he have just been expelled from the school, and at the back we have a person who is crossing his arms. He seems also very sullen. By the way, the word sullen, I have just picked that up from my today's reading session to mean being angry but without expressing that. I think that this student had been skipping his schools. That's what had led him to be expelled. So I advise you all, my friends, to not be doing that because the majority of the time when we are not enrolling or attend not enrolling, but when you are not attending your classes, you will be just wasting your time doing some other useless things. Expect if you prefer thought self-teaching yourself, then like saying on the home is will fit the bill, or it is the better choice. So my friend, now here is some sentences and the meaning of using the word expelled. I'll go through them and then we can jump into another word. But actually, my friend, I really have to hit my internship. See you in another video. Thank you very much for your listening.